sister threatened to report me to Child Protective Services. My crime? Asking her kids to play outside? My sister Lauren and I were always close. Same town, kids the same ages, Sunday dinners at our parents' house every week. Her boys were 8 and 10. My daughter and son were 9 and 11. Perfect cousin squad, at least it used to be. Somewhere along the way, Lauren's boys became iPad kids. Not normal screen time. Every waking moment. Breakfast in the car with iPads propped on the dashboard. Dinner at restaurants with headphones in and eyes glazed. I once saw them at the pool with their tablets in Ziploc bags so they wouldn't get wet while they floated. Lauren worked long shifts as a nurse, so I never said anything. Single mom, crazy hours, do what you have to do. I kept my mouth shut for years. Then came Labor Day weekend. Big backyard cookout at my parents' place. Burgers on the grill, kids running through the sprinkler, lawn games everywhere. Summer at its best. Except Lauren's boys were inside on the couch, volume blasting, playing video games since 9 that morning. My daughter tried to get them outside for a water balloon fight. Nothing. My son offered to show them his skateboard. Ignored. They wouldn't even look up. I finally walked in and paused both screens. Hey guys, let's take a break. Go outside for a bit. Lauren appeared out of nowhere. Seriously? They've been on those since this morning. They're missing everything. She grabbed the iPads back. They're happy. They're quiet. Mind your business. I'm just asking them to play with their cousins for a few minutes. Her face went red. Oh, so now you're the perfect parent? Some of us work 60-hour weeks. We don't all have time for backyard chickens and homemade snacks. Mom tried to step in. Girls, not in front of the kids. Lauren stormed inside. 20 minutes later, I heard her in the kitchen on the phone, voice shaky like she was crying. Maybe someone should check if her house is even safe for children. By that night, the family group chat was a war zone. Lauren had typed out a list of reasons I was apparently an unfit mother. My daughter had lice last spring. My 12-year-old walks to the corner store alone. We have a trampoline. I let them watch superhero movies. She ended it with, I'm a mandated reporter. I don't want to do this, but if you ever criticize my parenting again, I'll have to file a report. I sat in my car reading it, heart pounding. One phone call from her and social workers show up at my door, interview my kids at school, dig through my house, all because I asked her boys to go outside. My mom texted me privately, just apologize and keep the peace. My brother sent a popcorn emoji. Nobody defended me. I didn't sleep that night. 2 weeks later was my son's birthday party. Everyone acted like nothing happened. Lauren walked in with her boys wearing headphones, tablets strapped to their chests. They didn't say happy birthday, didn't acknowledge anyone, just found a corner and plugged in. 10 minutes into the party, the 8-year-old started screaming. Full meltdown, kicking furniture, throwing things, tears streaming down his face. The Wi-Fi was too slow. That was the crisis. Lauren didn't correct him, didn't take him aside, just handed him her phone with a different game. Here, baby, this one works offline. I watched my parents exchange looks, watched my husband shake his head, and something in me snapped. I pulled out my phone and started recording, not to post publicly, just to have. I captured the screaming, the destroyed living room, Lauren handing over another screen like a hostage negotiator. Then I walked over to the family and said loud enough for everyone to hear. This is the same sister who threatened to call CPS on me for asking her kids to go outside. I'm saving this video in case she ever follows through. Dead silence. Lauren looked up from her phone. What did you just say? You heard me. You threatened to report me to Child Protective Services because I wanted your kids to play with their cousins. I'm keeping this video as insurance. She exploded, called me evil, a terrible aunt, said I was traumatizing her children. Mom begged me to delete it. But my dad, who had been quiet through all of this, finally spoke. Lauren, you threatened the state on your sister's kids over screen time. She can record whatever the hell she wants. Lauren grabbed her stuff. Her boys were still crying about the Wi-Fi. She dragged them to the car and peeled out of the driveway. Half the family wouldn't look at me. The other half pretended to check their phones. My dad patted my shoulder and went back to the grill. Lauren never called CPS. Of course she didn't. It was always just a threat to shut me up. Last week, my kids had a sleepover with their cousins for the first time since Labor Day. The iPad stayed in Lauren's car. Turns out her boys do know how to play outside.